Hey, ladies and gentlemen, once again, it's on. This is episode number 54 of What the Fellas Think, the podcast that's designed to educate, entertain, and inspire. And this is going to be a juicy one. First off, thanks for tuning in again. Like, comment, subscribe. We got our Instagram, we got our Facebook, we got the YouTube. So many avenues to check us out. No reason not to check us out. I talked to people and they were like, "Yeah, send me the link." I forward them the link, the YouTube link, and we're getting more followers on our Facebook page. I get notifications all the time. I sound like Donald Trump. All the time I get that notification. No. So yeah, it's the faith of a mustard seed. It's growing. It's growing slowly, but it's growing fast. I mean, it's growing slowly, but it's growing eventually. It's growing so fast like never before. It's the fastest podcast that's ever grown. No,
Do the hand signals, bro. You
I guess we'll be talking about him
Yeah.
some more later in the show. But I do want to start out with this. We are recording this episode on the 4th of July. Um, Last year around this time, the 4th of July, I was a day home from being in the hospital for about a week and a half. I had emergency surgery. I'm good with that. But what I'm so good with dates, and it's a gift and a curse. This is also the precursor, so to say, to the day that I last heard from a real good friend. He was reaching out to check on me. I had my notifications off, so I didn't see it. I didn't see it till like a couple of days later. I responded, and his final text to me was, "Don't worry, get better. I'll see you soon." And that never happened because that following Monday he passed away. I'm talking about the man Roy Tiger Brown. We're coming up on a year. The man that oversees the podcast. Uh, yeah, it's been a year, and yeah, but other than that, let's get into it. Yes, we're all back. It's a whole. It's not 66% or whatever. It's we're like Voltron, but it's, instead of five, it's three. So, gentlemen, I have the pleasure of working alongside two great guys. Uh, Man, you couldn't ask for better partners and partners in crime in this. Gentlemen, I'm speaking of you. I'm not speaking for you. Introduce yourselves.
Already know I'm Brandon. I struggle with the hand signs every week, but I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna get it. I did it wrong again. Damn.
Right hand is fine. Episode 54.
And don't worry, Roy. You ain't like Donald Trump. You didn't sign no chest assist during your celebration.
But I swear.
and once again, I'm Jay. I'm the cool, calm, collected one. Error. I must start and say, bro, like I didn't realize you went through that. I heard stories, but the way you just put it now, it sounds different now. I was touched by your how you began the show, but so thanks for that, man. It was touching though. It was like I didn't know.
I knew in the back of my head, no matter how I was feeling, I was going to be on this show. Just to say that um, the event, which I would have seen him last, it's going to be going on this Saturday, and I won't be able to attend. So I know it's kind of I don't know what the word is for, but we've been talking about it, and we were discussing, oh, what should we do, to acknowledge that? Should we put a chair out there and leave it empty? I'm like, his wife's going to be there. I was like, no, just don't. I mean, if somebody says something, but don't do nothing. We're not trying to make it a sad occasion. We just just remembering. So yeah, but let's get this show started. I mean, we usually sit down and we iron out things about what we're going to talk about, and didn't get a chance to do that. So I'm guessing, I'm assuming that we're going to talk about the diddler.
You already know that's gonna be a part
Okay,
of the lineup.
all
You
right.
already know.
So
You already know.
yeah, so
But,
without further ado, yeah, let's kick it off. Sean
all right.
Puffy Combs was acquitted of 3 accusations, but convicted of 2, which I consider the lesser of 2, which will, in the
Uh,
end,
uh, hold on, Roy. Before we kick off to that, let me share to this because I wanna at least pay homage to an actor that did recently pass here. You know, Pulp Fiction, Kill Bill, Michael Madison. So definitely want to give our condolences here to his family and everything from what the fellas think.
he wasn't in Pulp Fiction, he was in Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Reservoir Dogs. Thank you for my correction. But I thought it was. No,
I did
thought
too.
It was, no, yeah. Hello. Pulp Fiction. Yeah, because they were in the garage. He was in the white black suit. Yeah.
No, no, he wasn't. In the white and black suit in the garage was John Travolta and Samuel Jackson.
You're right.
Michael Madsen was in Reservoir Dogs, not Pulp Fiction, but yeah, he was in some other great movies too.
See that's why Roy, you gotta correct me on that. Thank you.
He was in a lot of great movies, and that shocked me to hear about that. But at the end of the day, that's what people do. They die. It sucks, but it happens.
Definitely want to give our condolences here from what the fellas think. But we're gonna move on quickly here. We got a hot topic here to discuss. The dealer, as Roy called. Go ahead, Roy. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, so yeah, he was acquitted of 3 accusations and charged, found guilty of 2 of the lesser accusations. The ones that really could have got him was the RICO case. I think there was a RICO case there. The other ones were I believe, something with the drugs and intent. But the ones he did get found guilty for was the transportation for prostitution. The worst that can happen to him is 20 years with both counts. The least that can happen is 15 months. To me, I kind of knew it was going to end like this. It sucks, but there's your justice system. But the thing is, no matter what, everything that has been proven, the beatings, they were told to disregard the Kid Cudi testimony about the breaking and entry and the burning of his car. But you know what? Diddy's done. And there's something going on locally in the news, but it's the same after effect, the same result. When the verdict was read, I mean, pure niggatry. I'm sorry, that's the only thing. Pure niggatry. There was a guy outside outside the courtroom with a small bottle of baby oil. He was spraying it on this one woman, and she took it. She wanted to be sprayed with baby oil, and then there was a gentleman that got sprayed with baby oil as well. There were people in the crowd as the family was going to their vehicles to leave, asking to borrow money from his mother, asking to get peed on, and asking to get beat. They were basically celebrating this guy. His son is outside doing push-ups you just heard how trash your daddy was with the freak offs and how he treated and how he connived and scammed and threatened and harassed people. You outside celebrating, doing push-ups. You know what? The apple doesn't fall from the tree. Anybody celebrating this, I literally just shook my head. I shook my head. It was sad. It was just it was the worst thing that you could see on TV. And of course they're gonna show that. You know, they try to be like, oh, I don't y'all to see this, but this is how you motherfuckers are acting, and I'm gonna show them you're fucking animals. And that's how they was acting. It was so I look past all that other stuff that the verdict and I see that shit in the background. I'm just like, you you're missing work, or you're supposed to be somewhere else, but you feel it's more important to be outside during this man's trial. I think his trial was started in May, so it lasted for over a month. There was no breaks in there. There were no holidays. So you're there almost 30 days plus, just waiting outside. I don't get it. And of course, you're going to say, well, they probably did that for this guy and that guy of different races. But I'm looking at this, and if I'd have saw anybody, else, whoever it was, I'd have said the same thing. But they're asking to be sprayed with baby oil. They're dancing. She had a blue wig on. She was scantily clad. She whipped her wig off. She should have kept her wig on. Tell you the truth. Son's out there doing push-ups. And I think they say the prosecution did a good job. I think they did a terrible job, and here's reason number one. Farnsworth Bentley, his manservant, the guy that used to carry the umbrella for him, his butler or whatever, he should have been there. Because if anybody's seen anything, it was him. He should have been on the prosecution stand. What so the shining light is he doesn't get bail. He's got to stay in jail till October to when he's sentenced. And that's probably going to be a fuck show too. But his reputation scarred. Nobody wants nothing to do with him. That's the street justice he's going to get.
I'm sorry to cut you off, Roy, but I agree with you as far as like Diddy's done, as far as like public eye wise. There's no way to recover from this. I do feel with you on the shameful part of it, like people asking for baby oil to be poured on it. It's just like when R. Kelly was acquitted the first time in his first trial, where people were outside asking to be peed on. You can make tapes with me. Like are we really like that going in the head to think this is okay? Now, I will say from my perspective, I think Cassie should also share some of this as well, because even though she was a young woman at the time of all this, I feel like her being portrayed to be the innocent one in all of this is crazy to me, because she brought some people there as well. She treated this as a power play. So I don't think she should be absolved of any wrongdoing as well. And I feel like Diddy, with the prosecution, they did a horrible job of proving racketeering. This is more of a guy being the woman beater, the manipulator, the evil man, because he frankly he can't deny that. I mean, beating women, forcing women to do things, he's definitely that. This is not I don't think this is more of a RICO trial. I think this should have been treated as a monster, because that's what he is, from what I've seen. A monster and a freak. Because he's, I mean, let's just be real. Let's just be real, because I mean, it's SA situation going on and allowed all that. So I think they should have gone more of that route than this, because transporting people across state lines for prostitution is the worst charge he has, which holds a maximum of 10 years. He has 2 counts of that, so he can get 10 years per count, and then that's it. That's basically it. And he's already going to serve. Yeah, because he
won't get to 20 years.
Exactly. He may not even get 5 years. He may not even get 2 years. He probably gonna get off for good time and probation by the time this sentence comes out in October. But this is the thing that shows, if I'm a person in the industry, or if I have a daughter who's trying to come up in the industry, I'm over her protecting her like white on rice, because this stuff, Cassie was 19 when she came across Diddy. And now she in this. And what she did participate in some situations in this. But this shows what happens when you don't have that protective person over this. Because the guys who are 30 plus dealing with a 19-year-old shows the manipulation that can go on. And
so I want to kind of correct you on that and kind of help you out with that. Yes, he did meet her when she was 19, but they didn't establish a relationship until years later. When he met her, she was dating a producer. They were in a relationship. And so she was well into her 20s before they started messing around.
But that's what they say publicly. But,
allegedly.
But,
yeah.
Okay.
But, you know, so with the RICO case, I think they could have widened the search a little bit more. They had to prove that he was using his business, you know, for legal means or whatever, or legal purposes. I'm sure Diddy has blackballed people. If they could have proved that, that's RICO. You know, using his business, saying, "Oh, none of my artists are going to be on your, you know, your tours, your buildings, your shows, whatever, if you play this artist," or I'm sure he probably influenced them to play his music probably more often or at certain times. So there's a whole lot more they could have went after just to make that RICO case. And I'm sure if they dug right, they would find a whole lot of shit. One thing I'm glad he can't walk away from. Now you see in court he had all that gray hair. He can't come out and just dye his shit back like nothing never happened. He's stuck with it. It's almost
not,
like
bro.
he's stuck with the gray.
No, he's not. I'm pretty sure he's straight.
But yeah,
question for y'all though.
I think we talked about this months before. We knew it was going to be to some effect like this, you know. But I don't want to sound like a hypocrite, so I do want to say this. I can separate the man and his actions and his music. I'm gonna still listen to his music. I'm gonna still listen to.
What's your question, Brandon?
Why is because Diddy's had other girlfriends and some famous.
Mm-hmm.
How is it that Cassie was the only one involved in this situation though? Like, I don't understand. To me,
thing is,
they say this went on. I'm sorry to cut you off, Jerry.
No, go ahead.
They say this went on from 2005 all the way up until now. So it's like I'm confused. That's
the thing. You think Jennifer Lopez would allow herself to be put in that situation?
For sure. I think all of them was involved. I think the federal courts went wrong with making him the sole RICO charge.
No. I mean, as far as I guess what Brandon is saying is the way he treated Cassie.
No, I'm saying is how Cassie was the only one that was made publicly of the freak offs. Like she was the one
because Cassie Cassie been there 10 years. So she's one person who had the most time with Diddy. Right. And don't forget, there's people on this list that has immunity. So their names are going to come up. So it's a long list that they hid. You know what I'm saying? So and they use the people who they want to use to bring forth. Like me personally, I don't care about the judgment. I don't care that he won the 3 charges. I really don't care. I think the federal agents did it wrong by charging and going straight only after him. If they made a broader, like a bigger group of people, I think they had a better case. And as I'm reading, as I seen a lawyer on TikTok, she's actually like a defense state lawyer, and she was talking about the time that he may possibly get. What she's saying based on the code, she broke it down, all the chapter 2, all that stuff, right? And showing paperwork and showing everything. She was saying based on what he was charged with, which was the sex crime, because he won the RICO.
They're saying that basically he brought people across state lines for prostitution, to engage in prostitution, basically. That's
so with that. So with that, also he has no prior conviction of anything else besides a minor domestic. That's all he has is a minor domestic. Remember, that's all he has. So based on his previous I guess cases, she was saying that he's going to get, in her opinion, right? Because there's levels to your crime, and based on his level and his background, his conviction prior, she thinks he's in the 2-year range. So she thinks that the judge gonna give him the 2 years and then give him time served.
I agree with that.
She was breaking down. If you have TikTok, I can send this to you. It's like a minute clip, and she's showing everything, like even the code, the law book. She broke it down. You know what I'm saying? So that's what she was saying.
I agree.
I can see that.
I think because he's at the time he's going to be served 15 months. I think that's the time frame from the up until the sentence. I think it'll be 15 months, so that he might get off, walk free.
It's been that long. So. I thought he only been in this. Wait, when did he go in?
By the time of the sentence, it should be about a year.
It was more than that because he went in jail last year. Or last summer.
No.
So he was arrested September 16th, 2024.
So October 3rd, it'll be
so 11 months. It'll be 11
months.
Yeah, 11 months.
No, it'll be over a year.
It'll be over a year.
September,
yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. So
over a year.
13 months.
So it'll be time served then. Yeah. So Brandon, right? It'll be time served with good behavior.
Yeah.
If they give him a 2-year case and he already did over a year, he might get out.
Yeah. Easy for him. But court of public opinion, he done.
While he was in jail, he was renting out his private jet. He didn't make it known who was the owner of the jet belonged to, but it was being loaned out for services while he was in jail. And he was they gave a total of about $4 million that he made, which is nothing compared to what he's probably worth, but he was still trying to make it do what it do while he was in jail.
I'm sure he ain't in jail eating ramen noodles either. So I mean,
they can't import lobster into him. You see, they posted his during the holidays. They would post what the inmates were getting for those holidays. Like they posted Christmas, they posted Thanksgiving, and yesterday I saw that they have a menu out for the inmates for today, the 4th of July.
Oh,
nothing spectacular.
I thought when
they do offer a option for people that don't need it.
I thought when you, especially since he has a lot of means, he can buy whatever when in jail.
Do you think they sell lobster in the commissary?
No, like you
I'm
can
sure
you can
they
order
sell
it.
some.
No,
You can't special is the commissary.
No, you can't. You can get approved vendors to come in. I seen some on TikTok. I seen people having Popeyes, all kind of restaurants, and they sell. How you get pop? Like you can have approved vendors as care package. So he can get approved lobster tail come in. He definitely can. It's federal, and also in federal. I'm hearing allegedly federal jails are a lot easier than the state prisons. State, you know what I'm saying? Like federal prisons is a lot easier than state. And then so they can't get care packages. So it's possible. It's possible.
That's all the means to get it too. So I mean, maybe I don't know. I've never been to jail, and I don't want to go.
That's right. That's what I'm not saying. I'm like, I never been to jail, so I can't argue. I can only assume what I believe.
It don't look like a nice place. It don't.
If you've been to jail, let me know. If you can get special meals and what you got. The crustables from the peanut and butter and jelly crustables.
All right, I think we'll move on to another subject here that happened in Chicago. This is something that is crazy. And sorry for the blurred out image here, but this is Mellow Bucks. She had an album release party here in Chicago. I believe this was last night or the night prior. 18 people were shot. 4 were killed, one including her boyfriend. This is a part of ongoing violence in Chicago, which is crazy. In the past 36 hours, 27 people have been shot in Chicago, and only these 4 fatalities. My thing with this is like, and I get it's getting hot, so I know all the bad people got to come outside because I know y'all hibernate during the winter. But my thing is like, man, our city looking real bad right now. So in the past 36 hours, 27 of those people, or 20 of the 27 people that were shot were women. So this is crazy. This is crazy. Like I think we got to. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Stuff that a lot of stuff transpired in the city. But I think if you're in this life, especially this rapper, she's in that life. She's a, gang member of some sort. But
allegedly, you can't put that on her. You can't put that on her.
Okay, allegedly. I'm sorry. You can't. I'll say allegedly.
You're labeling her.
I have no parts in that. You know what I'm saying?
I say allegedly. My bad. I say allegedly. But she's living that lifestyle. Allegedly. And innocent people have now gotten caught in that lifestyle and lost their lives. A hairdresser, one of the 4 that were killed, wasn't a part of that. And now they done killed her, 26 years old. It's just things that have, and if you're out here living this lifestyle, this gang member lifestyle, whatever, understand that innocent people are still involved. Your family, your mother, your cousins, all that. So if you're out here doing this stuff, this is something to look at here because they get caught up in this too. And they've lost their lives, unfortunately, because of that. Being associated or being near her or being at her event. And to the shooters, like, go back to the old school gangsters or Frank Lucas. They'll just walk up on you for their target instead of shooting in the crowd. Because I feel like that's just like such a horrible thing to do. Innocent people are losing their lives. This is crazy. What's y'all thoughts, gentlemen?
It's unfortunate. Yeah, you're right. And don't take it the way I'm saying it as as being crass or being numb to it. Well, actually, I'm numb to it. We did a show a couple of weeks ago where you put out the crime numbers for the city of Chicago, and I was in total disagreement of the numbers. It looked like the numbers were being fudged. There's a couple of websites or a couple of apps or venues that I get my information from. There's one called Chicago Crime Stoppers. It's on Facebook. It's on Instagram, and I believe it's on TikTok as well, but I'm not on TikTok. And that's all they do is listen to the scanners and post everything that's going on, from injuries to actual, DOAs. So those numbers don't add up. Number one,
And
that Brandon Johnson, the other Brandon Johnson,
exact. I
posted.
was just about to say that.
So again, and that kind of stuck with me when I heard about this. I'm like, bullshit about these numbers. Also, that same night, let's jump over into Allgill Gardens. That same night, there was another mass shooting. It doesn't get talked about as much as this one, because this one, had the venue, they had an artist behind it. Well, these four people that got shot and killed were just regular people. So it was like, yeah, in other news, this happened too. So it's happening, and I, I guess they don't count it. Oh well, it's not a closed case, so we can't count it right now. Whatever they're doing to fudge the numbers, they're doing it. And the biggest point I got about this is watching social media. You really, outside of like security cameras, the Chicago, when they're not there anymore. The gun cameras. Uh, there was a video. This gentleman, he was driving down the street, and top down, it was late night. He was jamming some music or whatever. He literally drove past the venue, and he got maybe a block away. And he literally, had he been there, slowed down for a minute or whatever, he would have probably witnessed it himself. So there's a video of that. It's amazing because everybody wants to record themselves, whether it's for, safety reasons, you get your car cameras or whatever, or people just, social media addicted where they gotta go live or record everything they do, how you can pick up things.
I always, I always thought that was insensitive too. Like my wife will do that, where we'll come up on a car accident and record or anything like that. And I always found that was insensitive to the person.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
But this gentleman had no idea what he was recording. It looked like a car security camera. He was out there cruising. He passed the venue. You could see the venue, and maybe a block later, you heard those shots go off. It's tragic. And they said it could have came from a single gun, and it could have been one of those. I forgot what they call the little add-ons that they make the guns to a fully automatic.
Oh, the switch.
The switch, yes. Uh, the way it went off, it was like fuck, whoa, and shit. If it was just one gun, he had to have a drum. You don't need that shit. You're not in a war. Even though a drum would be cool to have, though. But it's sad. It's sad it happened.
Mhm.
And you know what? Let's say she was in that life. What they got to do with everybody else there? You
What I mean.
you don't have magic. You don't have magic bullets that say I'm going to shoot and it's going to hit the person that I want to hit. You got everybody else there. Some just there to have a good time and party. Well, majority, and they come in the crossfires. What happened to catch them, up front and make the right person bleed? If you want to ruin the event, go in there and pull the fire alarm, do something. But no, you want to shoot up the place. And and the thing that, and again, the puffy verdict outside celebrating them doing this, and then you know Chicago. I'm speaking for Chicago only, where they have these mass gatherings. Unfortunately, it's black teenagers, and they start beating on people, vandalizing. It, it's stupid. It's really stupid. We didn't even do this. I hate to sound like an old man back in my day, but we didn't do that. We didn't do that. It I mean, yeah, you caught if you was looking to jump somebody, you got the person you wanted, but there wasn't no mass, gatherings where social media, puts it out there, hey, be on this corner at this certain time, let's wild the fuck out. You know, it's just stupid. It's really stupid. And unfortunately, either my generation are the parents or the grandparents of these kids that's doing this. So I feel like we have a certain responsibility to be doing right. I grew up, and I know a lot of kids, during my time were latchkey kids. The parents, whether it be both parents or a single parent, when you came home from work, they weren't there. They gave you a key, and the rules were you take your ass straight home, you do your homework, don't let nobody in, don't cook, or whatever. And you did that. These kids nowadays, they probably not even going home. They probably don't go home until late at night out doing what. It's just a real fucked up generation right now. And it's unfortunate that, whether she was in the life, she was also, trying to get a hustle on doing music. She's celebrating a album release. That's an accomplishment, and it gets ruined probably because of whether it's gang affiliated or not, jealousy. And yeah, this is a real shitty week for black people, if you ask me. And I know that sounds real fucked up. It does. People are celebrating Diddy, this happening. It's just, man, we we are lost.
And a lighter note, Chucky Lover 69 does have a TikTok out there and only. No, I'll let Jeremy go. I bet.
And OnlyFans. And an OnlyFans.
Now, Brandon, if I found out that name is real. Right, he said it too clean, right? Okay.
Wow, like
he knows
right?
something.
I'm like,
nah.
I'm like, he remembered. Oh, you're my new signee.
Focus on the subject.
He signed up for the all exclusive package.
Focus on the subject.
But no, it's real sad for our people right now. And then at the same time, we want to be respected. You can't even respect ourselves. And let me digress right now, because I'm seriously about to jump on my soapbox, because it's just all this stupidity. I'm watching the stupidity on TV. And it's sad.
What's your thoughts, Jeremy?
Honestly, man, I think you guys killed it. It's not too much to add to that. One thing I noticed, Brandon, when you said that 17 out of 24 were women. So
20 out of the 27 were women.
Now that's different. I never seen something like that. So I question, was she a target, or the people who she was with a target, and then they got involved? Because it's a new day, man. If you telling me that 20 women were there, and can you imagine it was a woman who actually did the shooting too?
You know what? Jeremy, you really got to think that was by luck. When you point a gun and you start shooting, she lucked up and hit women. That maybe it was more women than guys. I don't know. It's not like she targeted them. It's not like she got a special gun that says, "Let me switch it to women." Let me switch it to female.
No. I'm just saying, like, we don't hear like 20 women around and shots around the women. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something I don't hear about. I don't hear it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah.
I'm sorry to cut you off, Jeremy, but the alleged suspects were all 4 men, is what they're saying. They were in a car that came up and they did this. But as far as the 20 women out of 27, like Roy said, that's luck, really. But unfortunately, a lot of women were at that event too.
So I want you guys, if you want, go on to Facebook and follow a page called Chicago Crime Chasers. It's basically some group of people with a scanner that when they hear about something, they show up and they're filming it. And even if they're not there, if they hear it over the police radio, they report it as well. And you can download a police app to listen to the police radio. It's there for you to hear for yourself. So again, Brandon Johnson and his numbers, I'm really not buying into it.
I want to push back on that, Elroy, because you can be right. You can be right. I don't know, but I also have an app. It's called like Citizen, and every time something happens in Chicago, it alert me. Right, so I get a lot of alerts. So I know you're right about a lot of things go on in Chicago. But I think from what I seen Brandon talk about, he talk about the hard crime, like the robberies, the murder. You can account for that, like the hospitals, has a record of stuff like that. So I don't know if that part is fudged. But as far as the activity in Chicago, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. But I think if you deep dive and pay attention to one segment, you're gonna see everything. It's gonna feel like it's more than it used to be.
So again, and I'm not pushing against you, Jeremy, but this is the Chicago police or the city of Chicago putting out this report. They can fudge those numbers without consulting the hospitals. Again, I really, and I'm not trying to play conspiracy theorist, I just think Brandon Johnson, not you, is full of shit, and he's trying to make himself look good when the city of Chicago is going to shit.
That I agree with that.
Is it going to shit? Is it going to shit or is it been to shit? Cause I don't see.
I think it's getting
been
worse.
Been to shit and back, going back.
Yeah.
Is making a return trip.
I think Brandon Johnson is trying to make himself look better because immediately after this, that's what he jumped to. Gun violence is down. That is not the case. Especially when you have 27 people get hurt or shot in 36 hours.
I'm about to pull a Brandon. I'm about to reference TV and try to compare it to real life. Now, if you've seen the series The Wire, you saw the point where they made it legal to sell drugs, and they call it Amsterdam because Amsterdam is free to do whatever. They put it in this section, this area of the neighborhood for them to freely sell drugs without any repercussions. And what it did was it was away from a certain area or out of certain jurisdiction to make an area look better than what it really was. So I'm not saying that they're doing this exactly, but there's many ways to fudge numbers. And when they hold the data, they can give you whatever they want.
True.
I just really I'm not buying into it. And I'm not trying to be controversial, nothing like seriously, I'm not. I don't have no trust in our mayor right now, the city of Chicago in general. These are the same people that sold away parking meter rights to a foreign country for some quick money. The quick money they made was probably to pay off whatever, but it pales in comparison into what the company that bought the rights to the parking meters that they're making. And not to segue from that, but basically, I forgot the time period and the amount that they had supposed to make. But even so, if the city of Chicago closes off city streets for a parade or whatever, they still have to pay that company what that parking meter would have made that day regardless. So Chicago doesn't make great decisions. Chicago administration doesn't make great decisions. And I'm not just talking on my ass. This has been proven, with facts that it's fucking dumb.
What's your thoughts, Jeremy? You and I see a
No,
I
I
see
just
a ring. I see an eyebrow.
ain't no.
Right?
It's no thoughts. It's just that it is what it is, bro. I just disagree. I just disagree with that thought process because same people also will be mad at Brandon Johnson if he were to like incorporate curfews and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when people in that party try to do things, it's almost like a lose-lose situation. You know what I'm saying? Like what can they do? What can they not do? So it's like numbers fudge, maybe so, but really by how much? You know what I'm saying? Like to be honest, I don't see it as far as like the trend. You can say every politician have a reason to fudge numbers. Maybe theirs was too. You know what I'm saying? So they all fudging, but
I'm not just taking a shot
whatever.
at him, and yes, that's true that all politicians can fudge numbers, but I'm just saying that it's being done.
I hear you.
I think we gonna move into some lighter subjects here. This one here, we thought would be very interesting because we didn't get our boy L Diggity's opinion on this. But the streamer,
we've had this conversation plenty of times, and I think it's bullshit. I got a friend, a female friend, that our friendship goes well over 20 years, and it's nothing but cool. Why is it? I mean, why is it so hard to believe that you can have a friend of the opposite sex without no ultimate ulterior motives? Are you trying to say we animals and we can't control ourselves? That's bullshit. I mean, me and my friend, we've been cool for over 20 years. Matter of fact, I don't want to get too
Yeah, don't get it personal. Don't get too personal.
No. Yeah. Matter of fact, we used to work together, and let's just say she heard a lot of stories from me about things that I've done.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just cool enough to tell those stories to. And
I got a question. I got one question. Though. One question. And the reason I say this, because he said 1,000%, which...
No, he said 100,000.
Okay, he said 100,000%. But I'm just saying, there's not one, because I've had female friends in college, in work, all that. But there's not one time that I can say that I ain't looked at one just for me and be like, yeah, her ass kind of look nice today, or something like that. That's what I mean.
Okay, well, sleep. Yeah,
there's nothing.
There's nothing wrong with thinking that, but did you act on it? That's what I'm saying. Have you ever acted on it? Everybody, you can't help if you see something that looks nice, you can't help but compliment to yourself. But are you going home thinking about it? Are you lusting about it? Or you gonna tell yourself, "Oh, I can't go there," because I'm gonna see her and she's probably wearing something nice. I don't see. I really don't see why this is so hard to believe.
Hey, I just think in some situations, if opportunities presents themselves, somebody gonna slip up in this scenario. That's just me.
And for me, I don't like. In a way, I do agree with everyone. I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm saying I would never trust it. You know what I'm saying? Even the dead clock is wrong twice, right? I mean, it's right twice. So it's like, as a male who in a numbers game, is that me or your guys? I'm hearing like a lot of as a male, it's as a male and with numbers, like I wouldn't leave my hat on that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very, very unlikely to see that, because in my experience, I never experienced it. Brandon never experienced it. Elroy did. You know what I'm saying? For us, it's 33%, right? But I can't put my hat on that 33%. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good.
I mean, I've even been in the same dwelling where I believe she took a shower, and I'm just in the front room watching TV, whatever. She's getting clean. That's what people do.
See, I don't want to. I don't want to be. I don't want to be personal. Wait. I don't want to be personal. I want to. But so, let me ask you a question, Elroy. Did she ever make a pass at you ever? Because to me, like, who house were y'all at when she was just showering? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, were you at your crib, her crib? Y'all like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot to this, bro, to unpack. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to go down that line. I don't even want to go down because
hers, and I mean, it's a natural function. She needed to get clean. You know, that's
what time. Okay, what time was it?
In the daytime, like it was late.
Taking 2 p.m. shower. Okay. I digress, bro. I digress, bro.
Well, see, no, I don't. Then you're not part of the 33%. Asking questions like that.
I digress, bro. I digress.
I mean, you don't trust yourself? No, no, I'm not. No, I'm not on trial because I can answer these questions and be safe. If anything, you guys should be ashamed of yourselves to say you don't have control.
It's not about control. Control is different. The action of wanting to do it is another thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I separate the two. The fact that Brandon said he look at, you know what I'm saying, in college, he's look at people and like, dang, you know? So that means if he had the opportunity, he probably would have. So their friendship right there, it can't be 100%, or as he say, 100,000%. There's always something, but
let me just say this. My friendship with a female is no different than my friendship with you. If I know somebody's trying to do you harm, I wouldn't be a friend if I didn't tell you, because I value our friendship. There's a lot of women out in this world that I could approach and try to sleep with. If I got a good rapport with this one female, why would I try to ruin that? Especially when you can get a female's perspective on things. Yeah. Why would I try to ruin that when there's so many other options? That's why
you're muted, bro. You're muted. Brandon, you're muted.
He's not saying you're going to just automatically sleep with your female friend. He's saying it's not 100% because friendship. You have a thought.
Hey, well, Brandon,
you may not.
Brandon, let me say this. It's not 100% that you won't sleep with your male friend.
1,000%.
Wait, hold on. Now we're crossing into something else.
I'm being dead.
Hey, Brandon, you gotta answer, bro.
No, that's not.
If you don't answer,
it's not a question. It's a statement. It's not a question. It's not 100%.
If you don't answer, no. Let me mute Brandon, Mike. Let me mute Brandon.
There's a 1 billion% chance that ain't happening. So it's the whole platonic to be platonic.
100%.
You
never know, you might be in your feelings one day. And you come up and
oh my God,
turns into a prison. No, I'm just saying there is no difference. I really, so honestly, I'm sitting here thinking while we talk about this, why is it so hard for you guys to believe or conceive that?
I didn't say it was hard for me to believe. I just know it can't be 100% platonic. Like it's like you've never had the thought, never had the instance where you had that thought. We're all men, and I'm not saying we're all animals or none of that, because animals just act on urges and no self-control. So I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you do have the thought, because we're all men. We all had that thought, whether friend, female friend or not. We've had that thought, but there are people that have the control and don't have the control. So I don't think it'd be 100%. That's why I say it can't be 100%. Well, his answer is 100,000%. Because you have the thought. You may not have acted on it out of respect for the friendship, but the thought has crossed the mind. That's my thing.
I think thinking and acting is two different things.
It is.
I just said
it. It is.
No, I'm just saying. So thinking and acting is two different things. So you can think it every time you see that person, but as long as you don't act on it, where does that leave you? It leaves you that nothing happened.
I get it now. I get it. So basically, Airway also he's with us. His thing is he leaned more towards action as the 100,000%. Yeah. And we looking at the intentions behind it. But we're saying the same thing. If I'm reading this right, you know what I'm saying? We all saying the same thing, just different points in the argument. Does that make sense?
All right. Well, I just say the person is she is attractive, but I've never felt the reason to try to ruin our friendship.
Stop there. So let me ask you a semi-personal question. Have you ever had friends that turn to something else? Have you personally had friends that turn to something else? Because you mentioned one friend who's the main friends. I'm pretty sure you had about 66% others that turn to something else. So that proves our point, right? As a numbers game, you don't want to lean your hat on that 1%.
Hey, Jeremy, he had a joker in just a second.
Yeah, because he know.
Like, no, I'm honestly trying to think.
You had more than one for sure.
So, I mean, and I'm not answering the question. I'm just saying this. If I had a friend and it led to that down the road, that means it was brewing.
That's the point, though. Most of them do that. Most good friendships, definitely if you find traction with them, it leads that way sometime. Either maybe the guy got to make the first step or the girl do, or the woman do. But most friendships, the longer it go, it turns that way.
And I'm trying to think and answer your question, but as it stands right now, truthfully, no, I've never had a female friend, or they started out as a friend and it led to something. If I wanted to be romantic with a girl, and based off of appearance, that was the goal right there, to be romantic with her, to be intimate with her. It was never, hey, let me be her buddy. No, it's like, hey, I'm trying to holler.
Even the ones that friendship you. You know what I'm saying? It goes both ways. Like it's both ways, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the thing is, when he say 100,000%, he don't mean just as a guy to a girl. He mean that the couple together. So maybe you feel that way, but you don't know she felt other way. So
I don't think I've had a friend that had led to something else. Like I said, whoever I've been with, that was the goal, so to say, was to get with them.
Okay. So then I have to ask you then, what defines a friendship? What's a friendship then? Because you can play like games with the verbiage of it.
No,
what's separate?
So it starts with trust.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely starts with trust. Somebody that you can talk to. But
that go both ways. Like, you can.
Yeah. Yes. So
I'm saying, like, as far as a friendship between a man and a woman, what is the attributes between that word? You know what I'm saying? Like, to be a friend, what do you have to do, or what is it? What's the lifestyle like? Like, what is the boundaries? It has to be a boundary point with friendship.
It's trust. It's like-minded. It's not being judgy. Hey, so let me now that I think about it, there was a girl that. It sounds weird. So a girl I wanted to be intimate or romantic with, and it didn't work out, and we became friends. So it never been, we've been friends and then it got romantic, but it did happen the opposite way.
So I just want to add, I keep probing because
no, you know what? So seriously,
I'm trying to get to the bottom of it.
So Jeremy, Jeremy, dig as deep as you can, because actually there's some. I've been wanting to ask you a whole bunch of questions.
Go
And,
ahead, ask
no,
me.
no, 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 no.
Ask me.
And
Oh,
this is more or less off camera. This is
yeah, okay.
because I'm and it is based off what you. So ask away. I don't have no problem with it.
Okay, so without like saying names and everything, so how did you become friends with this one person? Out of many friends that you have, how did this one person that we talking about? How did y'all even become friends?
Work.
Work?
It was so we worked in a very stressful area, and when being in that, you get people with nasty attitudes that'll do things, try to work the system in their favor to make it easier for them, and she was never like that. So right off the bat, there was respect.
You guys obviously changed numbers. How often you guys talk? Like throughout the, let's say, a week or so or a month.
Last time I talked to her was back in May.
Yeah, so more like this is probably like a how it sound, maybe a work friend, you can say, maybe. But I
No,
don't.
no, because I mean, if there's events, we'll invite each other out. When I did my cookouts in the backyard, I invited her. When she did stuff at her house, birthday party, stuff like that, she invited me
No,
out.
okay.
She's a
No,
friend, and it's funny
I quit.
that
I
you
give up.
mention this. No, no,
Yeah,
no, no, no.
I give
It's
up.
funny that
I
it's
give up.
funny that you mention this.
I don't want to dive too deep. Yeah, go ahead.
No, and again, I just had a phone call with a real good friend. We've known each other since kindergarten,
Hmm.
and he called me this morning about something else, and it led to us talking on the phone for about an hour and a half. Kind of that's why I was kind of late to today, get started. We were on the phone for an hour and a half, and it's like we didn't miss a beat. And I don't know if you heard the thing. I ain't got to talk to you every day. I ain't got to talk to you every week. I ain't got to talk to you every month. I ain't got to talk to you every 2 months. Maybe 3 or 4 months go by and we don't speak. But when we do speak, it's like we never missed a beat. If he needed me or I needed him, we're a phone call away. But he's living his life. I'm living my life. We're busy, but we always cross paths. And it's like we never miss a beat. So we ain't got to talk every day.
Okay. I digress.
No, keep digging.
No, it's off camera. Off camera, because I got off camera. Off camera. Yeah, I can't. We'll move on.
Subscribe to the What the Fellas Think Unleashed, which is $7.99. You get to hear the unfiltered conversations.
All right, and sports subjects. DeAndre Ayton recently signed with the Lakers. Do you think this moves the needle for the Lakers? Are they now in the mix for championship contenders? I'll start off with Jeremy since that's his team.
Yeah. Actually, I think so. I think we were contenders last year. We just fell short. But one thing we needed was a center. So if LeBron come back as LeBron, I think with the core we have right now, if they keep everybody intact, we have this definitely help us at all. The only thing I'm concerned with is what's his name again? Aiden is his actual name, the center.
DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, DeAndre Ayton. So as skillfully, he's amazing. He can do everything. He can shoot, pass, dribble, post up, post fade, everything. It's his will on the court. Like I see him take a lot of plays off when he's not happy, right? So if Luka and LeBron can incorporate him in offense a lot more than he was in Phoenix and keep him happy, I think we have something, to work with. I think we were contending, like I say, we contended last year. We just fell short. And with the center, we back in the same races, man. With the same LeBron, in my opinion. I see your neck turn sideways. What's up, bro? What's up?
I just don't think he is one of those players that he reminds me of a Jamarcus Russell from football. And people don't know Jamarcus Russell is. He was number one prospect for the NFL. Had all the, I mean, he could throw the ball 70 yards on his knees. He had all the talent in the world, but when he got to the field to play, his effort showed. He was unprepared, didn't know what to do, didn't know plays, none of that. And I feel like DeAndre Ayton is that way. Skillful, talented, can post, pass, rebound. This guy right here should be in the same category of what Anthony Davis was 3 years ago. And if he took it serious, he should be. But he is not. And it's all because of him. And I don't think anything can change him. And that's why I think he makes them a little bit worse.
No, I don't agree. I don't agree.
In my
I don't
eyes,
agree.
I think, in my eyes, it's gonna be some highlights. It's gonna be some highlights. But in my eyes, he makes them a little bit worse.
I don't agree.
The effort ain't gonna be there. He may get you 10 and 10. But that's pretty much all you're gonna get from him. And it's gonna show. It's gonna show. I'm just saying. Maybe it'll change my mind when the season starts.
No, I just want to say, he got you 10 and 10 on a Phoenix team. You know what I'm saying? With a team who didn't even have identity, right? They just had superstars and shooters and, you know, all around them. He's going to a team that's more slow paced and actually run sets who will feature him. You know, with a guy, two guys who are one of the most unselfish players in the league, right? With LeBron and Luka. So I think he's gonna be featured more than he was in Phoenix, which gonna make him happier. You know what I'm saying? Which he gonna get the ball touches. He gonna do well. I think last year he was 10 and 14. I see him boosting that up to about 18 and 10. I see him doing it this year, 18 and 10, and we'll see what happens from there. But I think, man, I don't agree with your Russell comment because for one, Russell was a quarterback and he's basically a superstar. You can't have somebody like that. He's going to be the third option, so he can say some.
He was a number one pick.
Who?
This DeAndre was a number one pick, projected to be a superstar.
I hear you.
Not what he is.
Yeah, I hear you. But I think his skill is still there. It's his will, and I think if you put him in a different environment, he's gonna showcase this. That's what I'm saying. I'm going with that.
I'm a little more ruthless. Okay, I don't think you can just turn someone who naturally, not saying he a punk. I'm not going to insult his manhood like that. I don't think you can turn a coward into Ray Lewis. Like, and I'm not saying that's DeAndre Ayton. I think you are what you are, and I think he may change my mind, maybe.
Yeah. So let me ask you the last question. So last year he averaged what? Was it 10 and 14 or like 14 and 14? I'm not sure, something like that.
14 and 10.
14 and 10. So let me ask you right now, is it going to be an over or under this year? Like, barring healthy, like saying healthy, say 60 games, is he over or under that stat line?
Scoring? Or
both.
You mean...
It got to be both. It got to be both. Both or none?
I say under.
Okay, I'm going over. We're going to see. Elroy, our witness. Elroy's our witness.
Under.
By December, make it quick. By December, it's gonna be.
Hey, you see, he muted his mic too. He was like, "Let him battle."
No, we gonna see.
I'm over here burping. That's why.
So, bro, you said what? 14 and 10, right?
I'm saying 10 and 10.
Okay, all right. And I got the over. You got the under. Okay.
Okay. You had no thoughts, Roy?
So here are my thoughts. I don't know who that is. I'm sure you said his name, but I didn't hear it.
DeAndre Ayton.
Never heard of him before, honestly. So no, I don't have an opinion about it.
We ain't trying to do you like that, DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah.
We respect you over here. We respect you. We're going to move to a subject I'm sure Roy knows all about. Recently, the WNBA players ranked Caitlin Clark the 9th best guard in the WNBA. Now, just on the outside surface, looking at this, I can't name 8 guards at all in the WNBA. But I just want to put it out there. But the fans ranked her number 1. The coaches ranked her 4th. And then the players ranked her 9th. Now, let's saying this is gear around hate and all that stuff. So I, being me, did a deep dive. I wanted to see, is it really based on hate or is it based on stats? Now, Caitlin Clark has been injured majority of this year. But
that's wait, let me stop you right there. Majority of this year. That first of all, their season ain't that long. They're not even halfway into it. You make it sound like they play 82 games like the NBA.
They only play 40.
When she shows up,
20.
she shows up to play. She does put up numbers.
Hold on, let me get my statement.
Oh,
hold on, let me get my statement.
Yeah, go ahead.
They played 20 games. So that's already half their season. That's what I mean by that. But anyway, what I'm saying is, I looked at the numbers. She is 88th in field goal percentage. She is 122nd in player efficiency. She leads the league in turnovers, and she's 2nd in assists. Her counterpart, her co-starter, Kelsey Mitchell, I don't know if I'm saying her name correctly, is more efficient and a better scorer than her. Now, I've looked at Brianna Stewart, Alicia Gray, and I'm naming names, throwing names out there.
You could be making up names because, like you said, we don't know them.
No disrespect.
Bobo McKinley.
No disrespect.
Satchel Paige.
Look, to the WNBA players out there, I'm not Roy. Please don't hurt me. Roy is over there.
I don't know. I mean, I know maybe 4 people off of the Chicago Sky, and I just know the big names. I'm sorry. And if you went to Russia with marijuana, that's the only reason I know your name.
Well, I did my own ranking, and I'm just basing mine off of stats. Great stats. Players that I think are better than her. And I only got the 5. So right around, I have her at 6 in my ranking. Cool. I think Alicia Gray is better. I think Brianna Stewart is better. I think Paige Buckner is better. I think just basing on stats, and I'll struggle saying her name, Ongakwe or Gonkwala.
Because I'm tight.
Just call it Enrique.
Please forgive me if you hear this. I apologize. But she's better. And I got Sabrina Ionescu is better. Those are 5 players that I have in front of her. They shoot better. They're more efficient. And they are better scorers of the ball than her. The rest, I do not agree with. So I have a 6, and I think that's an honest, fair assessment of her. Now, being 9th, this is crazy. But I'll let y'all, what's y'all thoughts?
Well, you just told us what you based it off of. No, seriously, you would have to ask whoever came out with this 9th, you ranked her 9th. What did they base it off of? I mean,
no, I'm asking y'all. I'm asking you guys. I'm asking you guys an opinion of this. Is she the 9th ranked guard or player in the WNBA? On your personal opinion, or what you know about the sport?
I can't name 10 WNBA players, so I can't.
Don't worry,
so
I got you.
I can't tell you. I can't tell you if I agree with the ranking or not.
Man, I got you.
Cold-blooded.
I'm being honest. And you know what? That's all. Ask me last season how many WNBA players I knew. I'd probably say 4. So it's getting better. It's like I said, it's grabbing my interest.
What's your thoughts, Jerry? What's your thoughts?
I got you, bro. So For one, I think your stats, as Elroy said, are fudged. I think they completely is one sided. You know what I'm saying? It don't really show the full game, right? But let me start over. So you said the fans got her voted number 1, right?
Yes.
The coaches number 4.
Fourth.
In the WNBA 9th.
The players have her as 9th.
I mean, the players 9th, right? So to me, that tells me a lot, right? The coaches is more so, I would say, is more so like better, all right? Because every day the coaches game plan against her, right? So they know what the game plan must be against Caitlin Clark. So besides all the stats, because you can't say with the people you name, you can't go down that line and say their stats are way better than Caitlin's. Besides, if you focus on like the percentage. Wait, am I wrong? Percentage maybe a field goals, but not like stats, not like assists, points, and rebounds for guards, not small forward centers, for guards.
I named 5 guards. Go look up the stats yourself.
Yeah, Enrique's the highest, right? Enrique's the highest, 22. Everybody else you said that Grace, Alicia Grace.
Brianna Stewart is the only one shooting 45%.
Ain't Brianna Stewart a small forward? Ain't she a small forward?
Brianna Stewart is a guard. Brianna Stewart is a guard. Alicia Gray is a guard.
Yeah, Alicia and her about the same stat line. But I'm saying, okay, forget that. I want to make my point. So my point is, like, it's easy to say that, you know what I'm saying, when you have someone come into the league who's actually changing the whole dynamic of the WNBA. So that means the focus when they playing her is going to be on her. If you go look up a stat line, you will see also that Caitlin Clark has the most double teams in the league by double of anybody who else as a guard. Right? She getting double team on almost a lot of her plays. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, her percentage will be down. Also, her points. You know what I'm saying? So that's why she's averaging almost 9 assists, because they blitzing her, bro. And besides all that, skill for skill, I only see when I'm watching my eye test, I only see one person right now who actually, like, I would say skillfully, like on the ball, who can do that thing. And that's the first one, said Enrique. Everybody else is like, it's par.
You don't think her teammate Kelsey Mitchell is out got more skill than her?
No, bro.
Because right now, she's not even playing, and they're still in contention for the best record in the WNBA because of that teammate.
Yeah, no.
Dropped 30. She just dropped 35 the other night.
No, because the team. 55%. Because the team. So you saying 35? What's Caitlin Clark's highest scoring game?
36.
Okay. So I'm saying, but it's the team. It's not one person. So and also Caitlin been in there. Caitlin been in NBA what, 2 years? 3 years? 2 years, bro.
This is a second.
She a sophomore. She a sophomore walking into the game with the same skill sets as everybody else who's prime. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So if you do it from like year base, she's the youngest one doing it. So that means her skill set is better. Imagine her year 7.
Okay, I'll tell you.
See what I'm saying? Yeah.
Paige Buckner is a rookie this year. She just dropped 30. She just dropped 35, shooting 68%. She's the fastest to reach 250 points in the WNBA as a rookie. Mm-hmm. And they're double teaming her, they're triple teaming her.
Yeah.
The same way.
Yeah.
The same way. So
how does
the treatment of her getting double teamed and Paige Buckner getting double teamed make up the excuse?
Because I just told you from the field. Because I just told you, Caitlin Clark, go research the amount of time she's getting doubled, though. Caitlin Clark is getting double teamed twice as much as anybody in the league. That's why.
All right, I'm gonna do the research.
That's why. Like if you ask me, like the 2 people that I'm gonna love to watch in WNBA, much it's a list of them. I have 5, but as far as guards, I'm gonna say 3. It's Caitlin Clark, Enrique, and then once she comes to the NBA, I'm gonna love watching Juju Watkins from what's that, University of South Carolina or South California?
USC.
So, yeah. USC, yeah. Those 3 I'm gonna enjoy watching. But I don't agree with you, man, about this Caitlin Clark. I think she I think she up there anywhere from 4 and up. I wouldn't argue. Anything below 4, I can't rock with it.
Oh,
As guards, I can't rock with it. Can't rock with it.
okay. And I know we dropped a lot of names on Elroy. His mind is blown. Like, who the hell is he?
No, in one ear out the other.
Who the hell is these people?
I'm sticking with Satchel Paige and Bobo Brazil.
But just for me, and I'm doing eye tests as well. Kelsey Mitchell, she has 2 other players that can drop 20 in the game, 30 in the game. AJ Boston, the center, Kelsey Mitchell, her counterpart, the other guard that no one talks about. She been helping this team stay in the contention for the best record in the WNBA. So, to me, I just feel like she's not even the best guard on the team. Just looking at the eye test, straight eye test.
Tripping,
and if you go to the stats will tell you that. Just the stats. Let's take emotion out of it, all that. We can go straight to the stats.
What's your stats on? Like, you can't say because somebody have more scoring points, that means they better. Like, Caitlin do the whole thing. Like, she don't have more assists. So you tell me she got more assists than Caitlin? More rebounds than Caitlin?
No, she don't.
More steals than Caitlin?
She got
more steals?
She got less turnovers. Her plus minus is higher. If we want to go advanced metrics on it.
Okay. Advanced metrics. Let's go this. Advanced metrics. The game plan is to stop Caitlin. We don't think about Kelsey. Let Kelsey do her own thing. Let's stop Caitlin.
Okay. What's the game plan when she not on the floor then? Who they stop?
So now it's Kelsey. So that means like, you know how I love Jaylen Brown, but that means she's Jaylen Brown to Tatum.
No, I'm saying that she's not even on the floor and you got a teammate still dropping 30 while getting double teamed.
Don't forget, they have a nice power forward too. I forgot her name. What's the power forward name? They have a good team, bro. A good team. Yeah, you know, they have a good team. So that means the shots that Caitlin is not taking, she's taking it. And right now she's hot. You know, it's ups and downs, bro. It's 17 games in.
No, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So to tell me that she can sit there and do what Caitlin does for a full 2 seasons, it's gonna be hard. I gotta see it, bro. Cause don't forget, the teams came in to game plan against Caitlin. You know what I'm saying? They studied Caitlin. They do all that. You know what I'm saying? So right now we'll see how it rolls out. But don't forget, Caitlin's number 1, numero uno. You know what I'm saying? And Kelsey's number 2, bro. Simple math.
Why you just come at me like the cartel boss? Dang, my bad. Dang. Forgive me, Caitlin. I'm sorry. Okay? But you 6 on my list. On my list. I don't care. We gonna move to some lighter subjects. Boy, Elon Musk has launched a robo taxi service in Austin, Texas. $4.20 flat fee for this. These are self-driving taxis. Now, this is the reason I bring this up. This is crazy though, because if this was all over the world, I think this would put Uber out of business. Or what's the other one? I forget the other service. Or any taxi company really out of business. $4.20 flat fee too. That's a hell of a thing. And this is self-driving. But see, me, I would never trust anything that I don't see a human body. I'm not doing that. Hey, this is definitely hats off to Elon Musk doing this though. What y'all think of this?
Is this saying that regardless where you go in the distance, it's $4.20, or is it $4.20 plus your distance to your destination?
No, it's a flat fee. So it's $4.20.
I mean, just by reading this, you can interpret it both ways.
He hasn't launched this in any other city. This is like a test launch basically in Austin, Texas. So I guess the plan would be to further expand this to other cities. So right now, I believe this is just, that price may change. But right now, that's what he has as the fee to do this in Austin.
No, but Texas. I'm saying I can interpret this as going both ways. It can be 420 plus distance, or just no matter where you're going, you're gonna pay 420.
Well, I think if it's plus distance, you should it would list that.
Yeah.
No,
I don't
no.
think.
Initial.
I don't
If he's
think.
saying flat fee is just like saying like it's just like you doing Uber Eats. Regardless what you pay for, we're gonna add this on there to the price of the meal, and distance we include that in. That's what I'm trying to figure out right here by this, because to me it can go both ways.
Well, I think you would word it differently. It'd be a $4.20 initial fee instead of flat fee. Like I think you would word that differently.
Well, no,
I
flat
think.
fee you could be like that's. I no, I just maybe I'm over reading it.
What you think, Jerry?
No, I think like big ups. I do think it will be a fine print that says how far you can go. It probably like city limits, whatever. But I can see. I believe it's 420 flat fee. Me personally, I wouldn't ride it. Definitely not right now. I don't want to. This is the first time. Maybe if it's happening or it's been like engineered from a couple 10 years, 15 years, I might hop in. But I'm old school, bro.
You know they
I'm
doing
not
this.
hopping in something new.
They got a company called, I think it's called Wago, out in California, that has these self-driving cars.
Yeah. I guess the more we see it, the more I see it, I get more used to it, and then I'll probably hop in one. But as of right now, I'm straight.
I'm curious to try it just for the hell of it. Yeah,
I'm straight.
My thing with this now, there's only been one reported accident in these self-driving cars since they've been around, but still, you don't want to. I don't want to be number two. That's my thinking. So that's my thinking, and I know. Speaking from an engineer point of things, stuff fails all the time. So I mean, that's my thing. Yeah. Especially when it's new like this.
New technology.
A lot of times with new technology or anything new, they rush it out. Get it on the market. That's how for people who are not aware of that, they put stuff on the market and then they found all the bugs. Oh, we release this. That's why they did. It's like cars. That's why you have all these recalls on cars. Like they just rush it to the market, and excuse my language, and then it'll be like recall, bring it back in. You gotta replace this. You gotta replace that. Stuff happens. So that's my thing with this is what's gonna be the recall. It's like as you sitting in a burning car, knock on wood. But that's just my thing. That's why I want to trust it. But these stay on, I guess. What's your final thoughts here, fellas?
Elroy, what you got?
I wouldn't say Elon Musk, because I don't know, I'm kind of leery about the Teslas. But they, like I said, Wago in California, I'd be curious to try it, just to see.
Okay, well, don't bring any strippers with you, fella. Wow. We're gonna go to our final topic here. The one big beautiful bill passed Congress, and it will be signed by the president on Monday. I'm assuming because this is his bill he introduced, so I'm sure he'll go forth and sign this. Now, the positive things of this big bill, people will say it's no tax on overtime. Getting a better tax deduction on some things like the SALT tax. Raised to $40,000. That's a hell of a jump until 2029. But my thing is like the I think it's 1.6 million or 16 million. I may have the number wrong on that, but they will lose health care.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy with the budget cuts. Now, what kind of like offsets that? There's some people benefit from this bill, but like all things, there's a negative to it. And can you deal with the negatives? I think the majority of people at the lower pole of the income may not be able to deal with this bill. So What y'all think? What y'all think, gentlemen?
Well, right now, none of that affects me. I think it's the Medicare and SNAP tax. No, I'm sorry. I'm being serious. And soon as he's gone, hopefully somebody with common sense is going to come and repeal all this stuff. But it's unfortunate for the people right now that's going to suffer from this.
Roy said that's so cold.
I'm just being honest. I mean, how else you want me to say it? It doesn't affect me.
Oh, just, I mean, dang, man. They like, man, it don't affect me.
I said the same thing. My boy Roy, man, he don't be care. When he don't care, bro, he don't care, man. That's tough.
I think, man, I don't know. It could affect you. I mean, if you're getting paid hourly, well, you guys are. We're both, all of us, a salary, I think. But to me, I just think about the other man or the other person. Losing your health care that's a big thing. So I don't think that's something to be taken lightly for some people. I mean, especially if you and putting a work requirement on people when they already at the bottom of the totem pole. You got to work at least 80 hours a month.
But I kind of I'm not for it, but I kind of understand the viewpoint behind it. Putting like I guess stipulations on having the benefits. Because like America is like known for fraud, right? So a lot of people take advantage of the systems, and people like you, me, Elroy have to cover for that. So I don't know how they're gonna, because you said 1.9 million people. I doubt that's everybody that's on Medicare, right? So they're picking and choosing who they're pulling from, and I wonder what is the guidelines that they're choosing to pull from. You know what I mean? So if you're able to work, and you want to get benefits, you should be doing something, and with that you can help the economy, right? Because the more people working, the more come back. So I can understand that viewpoint. It's just that it's tricky when you want to touch people who don't have, so it's unfortunate maybe to some, but I just want to know after unroll. I want to deep dive. We can continue this maybe next week or in the following weeks to see what is details, because we don't know everything in this big bill. But that's my thought process.
Like I said, there are positives on this, so we'll see what comes out. Some of the stuff being reported is like 0% cap on tax rate on capital gains. So a lot of this stuff could be like great for people who are in the middle class and up. But if you're under 30, 40,000, 50,000 a year, you could possibly end up paying more. So, but like I say, we'll see what comes out when this is in place and that bill is signed on Monday. That's all the topics I had. But I think now it's time to go into the fun facts. Now, I already know Roy didn't have any fun facts. Jeremy, did you have any fun facts?
No, I didn't have no fun facts.
Well, I'll read my fun facts. And it's basically about career growth, career change, and I may have mentioned this already in a previous episode. But the average person changes careers 5 to 7 times in their lifetime. Experience, networking, and adaptability often trumps any degree in the workforce. 92% of the time in professional environments, soft skills like communication, leadership, emotional intelligence, and preparation outshine technical skills, which is crazy. And a good manager can affect 70% of your career trajectory, which is another crazy stat too. But we've all had bad managers before. We see how that. Employees that change jobs every 2 to 3 years end up making on average 50% more over a decade. 85% of jobs are filled through networking. That's crazy. That's What y'all think on the?
You said 85% is from networking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's not that is not common knowledge, but it makes sense, right? Because you'll be surprised, man. Like the job you got most of the time is because you know somebody. Definitely is a good one, you know. But I'm serious. Like networking is important. It's very very important. That's why you know in college how you gotta do the career day job fair thing. Like you're really going for networking. You know what I'm saying? Get people. You know what I'm saying? Meet people. See who are in there with you. But hey, I could see it happening. 85% seems high though, higher than I thought, but it makes sense.
All right, now I think it's time we go into the record shop.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I know Roy. You said you didn't have one. Jeremy, you got one?
Yeah, I got one. For some reason, and it's not because I'm in the time right now, but I've been bumping Good Kid, Mad City for the last like week. you know who it is? It's Kendrick Lamar. Like, I don't know why, bro. I don't know why. I just been there's about
that was
CD
his, what, second? Was that second
2012. I'm not sure which one it was, but 2012.
That might have been the first one then.
But it's my favorite one though.
That was the mixtape with
it's
Game. Right? That was the mixtape with Game.
I don't think no.
No, it's not a mixtape.
It's not a mixtape. It's an actual release. 2012.
Okay.
So it's actually a second one. I think his first one was called Section 8.
Yeah.
And it was like, I won't say a double disc, but it had a bonus CD too.
Yeah, it had bonus CD. It had 19 CDs with 19 songs. My favorite one on there is Don't Kill My Vibe with Jay-Z. So it's that one. For some reason I've been playing it entire CD. Wait, hold up. Wait, time out. I'm surprised Elroy don't have one. I see him as when it comes to this stuff, he's the guru. I'm surprised, bro. You muted, man.
You muted.
Have what?
Record shop.
I could probably throw one out there.
No, it's cool.
I never really gave it any thought.
No, it's cool.
Now you got him in thought.
No, it's cool, bro. Don't rush it.
Well, go ahead, Brandon.
All right, don't force it at least.
Now,
if it is, it's gonna be natural. I'm not just gonna just look at grab a CD. Oh, this one, yeah.
Now, don't laugh at me when I give y'all this, but I was recently working out and I was listening to Aaliyah rock the boat. So it made me think of an album, a self-titled album, actually, Aaliyah. So I was listening to that on the car ride about maybe an hour ago after I got my haircut. So I was listening to that. So that's my album there is Aaliyah, self-titled album there. And I think it's 2000 or maybe 2001. But that and the song is Leah Rock the Boat. I was listening to that, but I was jamming. It was a vibe.
Hey, bro, were you on the bench? Were you running? What were you doing when this song came on, bro? Stairmasters?
No,
he was doing squats.
Master.
No, the hip abductors. The hip abductors, bro.
I was bench press. And I was doing the jump rope, but I was bench press. But don't judge me. Don't judge me.
No, bro.
You guys a question.
Yeah.
How do you listen to music in your car and at home?
I have YouTube music, and that's why I set up my own playlist and everything and songs. That's what I use. And I go straight through my headphones. I'm usually by myself or I'm working out.
What about when you're driving?
When I'm driving, that's kind of more of a mix because sometimes my wife will be with me and they'll change her playlist.
No. So how do you listen to the music?
Just through YouTube music, all through YouTube music.
Oh, so you sync it to from your phone
Bluetooth.
to your
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why you ask?
Because I don't sync my music.
What do you do?
Oh, so you just play it off of your device in the car?
So I got my truck is a 2009. So I still got
CD player.
the auxiliary cable, so I can hook my MP3 player up in there, and I still have a CD player too. I rarely play CDs in there, but yeah, I use the MP3 player.
Roy it's 2025, fella.
No,
But
but listen, no, wait.
again, let me tell you about that. I knew you was gonna say something slick like that. My playlist is composed of songs that I want to hear. I don't have to, oh, I want to hear John Legend and then hear the songs by John Legend that I don't want to hear. I get to hear the songs that I want to hear. If I'm feeling in a rock mood, I got a rock playlist. If I'm in a rap mood, I got a rap playlist. If I want some old school, I got an old school playlist. I can hear the songs that I am in full total control.
You are like, for me, on YouTube Music, you can put a whole playlist together. Like if your workout vibe.
You understand? Like Elroy has stuff that back all the way. Like his stuff is different, bro. Like for him to recreate that in the new apps, it's a whole nother job. It's like 2 years worth. You know what I'm saying?
It would be a job in itself.
Yeah, it's impossible.
It works for him. It works. It works.
No, and that's seriously, because I'm thinking about getting a new truck, and
Okay.
I would have to get with the time, so to say.
Hey, I got a question to ask you about that. Do you like the truck, like the traditional truck, the GM that you have, or more like an SUV? Because I was thinking about going to the truck myself, like instead of like an SUV type, what I usually go with.
I like the truck because it's free, but I love my SUV. I love my SUV. It's my baby, the blue beast. I mean, I literally, the takeaway from the truck is sucks for storage. You got to buy all those extra accessories to keep shit from sliding back and forth, and still with theft, it's still not guaranteed it can still get in there with less effort than it is breaking into my SUV. I like my SUV better.
I think it's time we go into our affirmations. Jeremy, do you have an affirmation?
Yeah, I got one. It's pretty simple. Also, like a continuation of last week's. Last time I spoke about purpose. You know, it was purpose doesn't chase, it guides, find your why, and how it get easier. So to continue with that is I thought about myself, you know, people gotta be more intentional. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Like with this day and age, I find myself, you know what I'm saying, losing focus of what I want to do. I can see myself swiping on Instagram or YouTube trying to find something in my ear. It's just waste of time. So it's like, so I need to focus on being intentional, you know, and with that, being honest, but honest with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Some people just just lie to themselves, and that can throw you off track. So find your purpose, know your why, be intentional, and be honest with yourself. That's it.
Mine, kind of because the recent violence in Chicago made me think of this. Just come up with an affirmation. This speaks peace. And then, like I said in the beginning to you guys, when I was talking about the incident I had to calm myself down. So I wrote this, and then today I was thinking about this. It speaks true. So I'm gonna just read it off. Today I choose hope over fear, love over hate, action over silence. Peace begins with me, and I hope and pray that it spreads to my block, my community, and my city. I'm just leave it with that. Another fun week,
I like it.
What the fellas think, and definitely end on positive vibes with our affirmations. And I'll just say like, comment, and subscribe. I definitely hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys felt entertained and inspired. And I'll just end with my part of it and just say, people out here, let's have a safe 4th of July weekend out here. This is usually the time stuff get hot, but let's have a safe 4th of July weekend and a safe all weekends for the rest of the year.
If you in the city, stay your ass in the house. You can't tell the difference between gunshots and fireworks. For the next 3 days, stay your ass in the house.
Shoot, if that's the case, stay your ass in the house for the rest of the year. Cause damn, y'all gotta chill, man. 27 people in 36 hours. That's almost 1 person per hour. So just let's chill out here. We can have fun without turning into battle. So that's my little spew there. What's y'all last little words here, fellas?
Let's hurry this shit up. I gotta get the grill started.
we gotta have the grill master do his thing. So we just gonna end it with like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm sure Jeremy gonna say
until next time, fellas. Until next time, bro. That's it.